Thefixla. Come get your fix of the culture.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Y'all now tuned in to the Fix LA. I am TGJ, aka Tommy, along with Deja Vu and Tony Jones.
Right.
Appreciate you guys tuning in to another episode of the Fix LA. We coming in with the hottest topics: culture, sports, hip hop, gossip. No, not gossip, not gossip. But yeah, we here. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
What's going on, man? What's up?
Tony making a comeback.
Yeah,
I see
man.
you second time around.
I
Okay.
enjoyed myself, man. I had to come back, bro.
He gonna hit us with the three-peat.
Yeah.
And he hit us with a bottle or something too when he walked up in there.
I don't know what you're talking about, brother.
You know, he's litty.
You know, some
Tony
water.
lit.
Well, didn't you get lit the other night when you posted in the group chat? Like, yo, I was doing, but I'm lit, though.
Why you put my business out there like that? What you doing?
Hey, man, I'm just saying,
What
man.
y'all been up to since we last got together?
Me, I mean, I'm working a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Working a lot.
Get
It's
it in.
heavy. It's heavy at the office right now. So
Get it in.
trying to get it in and keep up with all of this good stuff that's going on in the world. And you know.
And you,
Right.
What about you?
in the studio.
I've been busy with clothing. A lot of orders. A lot of I got into my third store.
okay,
in
flex.
LA.
Yeah.
Hit us with the flex.
Nah. So I've just been busy, cranking up.
Hey, let's clap it up for that, man. That's what's up, man. That's a
Appreciate
big deal.
it. Appreciate
That's
it.
a big deal.
Hey now.
Plug it in real quick. Can you plug us?
Yeah, of course. My brand is Rare Loyalty and Trust. It's at the Fort in Sherman Oaks. It's at Urban Rarity downtown, and it's at 8586 downtown in Fashion District as well.
Hello.
Hell
Yeah.
Hello.
man.
So,
That's
yeah.
what's up, bro.
Yeah.
What about you, Deja?
You guys will never believe this. Maybe not Tony, but you guys will never believe.
What?
So I did this intense workout on Sunday.
Oh shit.
I worked out, and I mean like worked out like
That's
that
dope.
same night I was effed up, like hurting. I'm still a little sore, but from that it motivated me to change. Like, I always wanted to get like my body right and tight, but now I'm super motivated. Like I'm eating salads.
Nice.
Like I'm actually eating right. Like
No,
yo,
that's
dope.
good.
I had
Yeah.
water. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's dope.
Nah, while you working out, you know the strange thing about that, working out is as a motivational playlist. Like I got stuff in my playlist right now that I'm listening
What
to.
you listening to, bro?
I ain't gonna even. You don't even want to. You ain't gonna believe me if I told you.
What you?
oh, before that too, I had celebrated my 3rd-year anniversary.
Oh yeah, let's clap it up for that too.
Congratulations.
7/7/17.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So as far as what's in my playlist, right, I make a playlist every month. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but every month I make a playlist.
Oh, yeah, I need to subscribe.
Lil Durk dropped an album, I want to say last month, I'm not sure. He put a deluxe album out. The deluxe album, the songs he put on the deluxe, fire. Like
Really?
fire.
Okay.
Yeah. Also Pop Smoke, my homegirl, shout out to Mika, put me on Pop Smoke. I wasn't really hip, up to date with it. Yeah, I heard some songs here and there, and she was like, yo, put the album on. Put it on, man. And it's sad because he was about to be out of here. Yeah, he was the next guy. So the album's fire. Go listen to it. We're not going.
That Return of the Woo. I think
Turn
it's part
of the
2.
Woo. Yeah.
With Dior on there and Christopher Walker.
Yeah.
Walking
yeah.
or Walker.
Yeah.
Man, that's I got that in the playlist though. But that new one you was talking about, and then the you just played that joint with me with the 50 Cent.
Yeah.
The 50 Cent lyrics.
Yeah.
And was another one that got 50 on there.
Yep.
Yes.
And that was like for the ladies, low key, right?
It's called something. Yeah. So everyone get the Pop Smoke albums fire. We're not gonna touch on Virgil's cover that he did, even though I love Virgil. Icon,
Right,
Off-White, Louis V, but cats weren't feeling it. But the album's great.
I've been listening to The Baby.
Okay.
I love the Rockstar record.
Great record.
Really controversial what's going on. It was dope. Tiana Taylor, of course.
See, that's what I was gonna say.
I still haven't heard that
Tiana
yet, man.
Taylor. That work that's all that.
Yeah.
And
And
I-
Anderson .Paak, Lockdown.
Pack. Yeah, okay.
I heard that's good
That
too.
record is dope.
I like that baby cut that you was talking about. Rockstar.
Rockstar.
Right?
Rockstar's dope.
I like that one too.
Drops dope too.
Tiana Taylor's been in my playlist as of late, and I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm gonna be honest. The young cats that I've been listening to, I've been going like, I think NBA YoungBoy, one of his newest tracks I've been listening to.
Yeah.
And I've been going back to 2018, listening to Trippie Redd some because he got
Nice.
some motivational Like some of his songs is motivational too.
Really?
But that Tiana Taylor, man.
I still haven't heard Tiana Taylor's album yet, man. I still need to tap into that, man.
It's a vibe.
I heard it's
Love
dope.
That woman, man. She's so cool, dude.
It's
She's
a vibe.
so cool. I know we was talking about 50 earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We want to talk about some stuff for 50. I haven't really been up to date with stuff. I've been busy, but Deja was talking about earlier about some stuff that 50 had pointed out on Lil Wayne's platform.
Yeah, I probably should have watched a good 2 or 3 minutes prior to the comments.
Maybe.
But I'm a big headline reader. I might read the headline and be like, oh shit, and not go further.
You
but
one of them clickbait people, huh?
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not reading past the headline. I'm like, oh shit, that happened, but I won't go into like.
What was the headline?
So you click. Okay, I see.
I'm not really clicking into it.
Well,
I don't give it that much
okay.
time. But I did watch, read comments and read, I saw people's responses to it. But he mentioned something about foreign women and black women being angry and bitter. And
I didn't see the whole clip, but I think it was more of like a situation that actually happened. And I think
he was like, damn, something
like
angry or something.
Yeah.
Something in regards to foreign women and black women.
I don't think it was a general statement. I thought
A
like
reference to something
specific,
happened.
Yeah.
But the
like,
wording, the way he said it, like
yeah.
They took it. Women took it very offensive.
You calling black women angry again and thinking that happened.
Even Lil Wayne's daughter went on to say, she made a post afterwards too, saying like, "I am worth it. I am beautiful. I am black."
Yeah.
So it did raise a lot of, it upset a lot of women. Tori Hart, Kevin Hart's ex-wife.
Yeah.
She went on to say, and she was very upset.
And she's very vocal too.
Very vocal. She went on to just make the point of, I mean, this could just be her opinion. Some may agree, some don't. But she feels like black women are loyal to our black men, but black men aren't loyal to black women. Black women will ride for them, all the way, and a black man will claim these other, and want this and say it's because black women ain't this, that, and the third. We're not gonna just dog a man. Like she was like, have your preference, like any race you want. She's not saying that, but don't dog us.
Right.
Just like who you like and just leave it at that.
Right,
like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't tear us down and say we're angry
Right.
and bitter or got attitudes. Like, don't tear us down. And then it turned into a whole thing. My boy Cashflow, shout out to Cashflow. He made a very good point just based off the definition of foreign. And he listed like so many other places of women that are black from other, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
foreign
right.
is not.
Right.
But American women to other countries is foreign.
That's what I'm saying.
American black
The
women.
definition of it
Yeah.
is like something from somewhere else or something.
Right.
So foreign is not somebody that's not black.
Right.
You
get what I'm
I would
saying?
suggest to people out there don't take 50 Cent comments. I haven't heard what he said, but from getting the gist of it, it seems like he's personalizing his preference, that's what it is, with a general, I guess with a general platform, with a general statement.
And that's what Cashflow was saying too. Don't
don't
put us all in a category based off the women you've dated.
Right.
But I think
not to cut you off, but I think black women, American black women, are idolized in other countries, where and vice versa.
Yeah.
But I think the American black woman is probably the most richest women. Yeah. So I don't know with 50 he got different type of money, so I can't I don't know where he's been with he's never
What
really
his
publicized
experiences
his relationships or nothing like that, and I don't get too deep into people's relationships. I just stick to their music and their craft, but
Yeah.
Right.
I just don't want people, I hope people don't take his personal experience and what he said and I don't think black women should take it that far though.
I thought he was, and I haven't seen the whole clip, but I thought he was explaining a situation that actually happened to where it was like a chick that wasn't black. He was trying to holler at or talk to, and I think there was black women around him that said something or that got angry at him,
whatever.
Okay.
like an actual situation, and then it went to like a generalization.
Well, see, the anger too is also coming from that being the thing, though. That may not have been the case with 50, but women are kind of fed up with that in general, of it being a thing where other race of women or their definition of foreign,
or
You know what
being
I'm saying?
underappreciated in your
Pretty
own
much.
community.
Pretty
that's,
much.
that's always been an issue.
And again, the point of foreign not meaning not black. There's plenty of foreign black women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From so many other countries and shit. You know what I'm saying? They're not from here. That they're foreign too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
think
Tony,
Speak other languages and all of that.
you got
Yeah.
any final thoughts on this particular?
I think just anytime you talk about race,
It's
it's
touchy.
touchy, you
It
know?
is.
And that brings me to like this next thing that we were talking about with Kim K.
Okay.
You know, she rocked the red outfit, which was an amazing outfit. I do fashion, so maybe I looked at it different. I don't know. I thought it was a
Right.
dope fit. I wasn't offended by it. I don't understand. I do understand why people were, but to me, it's like you can't never
We
do anything like that. Like you can't ever wear anything from the urban culture.
I feel like the culture, we pick and choose what we will accept and what we don't.
Right.
I mean, we want to say hip hop culture. You want to call it the urban culture, black people. I don't know what category you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to attack any specific group of people, but like you said, I thought it was nice. The outfit was dope, down to the purse. She had the red hair.
Yeah.
But like, what was she doing? Was she banging?
Let's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No.
let's get. Let me
It's
just say
fashion,
this.
like you said.
I want
Yeah.
to say this real quick, and I
Yeah.
want to be specific and clear about what I'm about to say.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Urban culture is just a politically correct way of saying hip hop culture. Calling it urban only helps it broaden the audience to different people to accept, to get other people who don't accept hip hop to accept it.
Okay, so are we saying hip hop? You're
Black.
saying that's what I'm saying. Are we saying that that's black? Are we calling hip hop black?
I would say hip hop is for me, hip hop is a culture that was created by disenfranchised people of this country that were oppressed, that
Well, hip-hop
found
was
ways
created by black people.
here's the thing. Black people, we're so acceptance to other people that we allow other people to engage in what we have
But
because
we
we're
pick
so
and
giving.
choose. But we pick and choose who we let do it.
Well, I think we deserve that because
But
other
I don't
cultures
think. Well,
do
I
the
don't.
same.
But
So what was that called? Culture? What's it? Cultural appropriation?
they call
as
it
well?
culture vulture or culture appropriation.
Okay.
It's a few names for it, but it wasn't. I don't think the print of the fabric made her a culture vulture. That
Right.
print is not our culture.
And we know-
I
It's
have no idea what's the
associated
problem
with
it.
Bloods.
Yes.
Okay, the gang. We
Yes.
get that. We
Yeah.
know anybody knows that.
But we know Kim K wasn't banging or gang.
Was she banging?
No.
She had her daughter at one of the pictures.
Right.
Ye was in the other picture.
Right.
She wasn't banging. I did read some comments that say, "Oh, Cardi B did the same thing and it was accepted." And then
Right.
people, in response to that, people are like, "Well,
Says
she's
she's black.
Afro. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's, a black woman or of whatever." So that was accepted. But it's like we don't do everything that's our culture. We all tap into other people's other cultures of what we
Right.
like, but it's like nobody can tap into ours.
Before you go, Tony, let me just say this. I had when I saw it on the Instagram, I had no idea what the fuck was the big deal. Because I was looking at the picture
I thought it was a great picture.
and I was like, oh, this is tight. Oh, they did it. At first, I thought it was because of the baby was wearing Kanye West type of clothes. I was like, yo, this is her dad.
Are they
Where's
mad at that?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
they mad at that or something? I
Yeah.
had no idea it was because of what.
But if
Kim
we're gonna
was
get
wearing.
mad, because something that somebody wears is generally associated with a certain group of people, I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. Kanye made his line with holes and shit in them. No, not to say it like that, but did like bums or homeless people get offended? Like, what? You're offending us. Like, don't you make clothes like that and wear that and take pictures
Right.
and clothes with holes in them?
So my question was like, can you never, if you're not black, can you never, or any culture, you feel like
never-
you can never wear braids, you can never wear do anything urban culture, anything rap culture, anything, you know what I mean? Like you can never do that ever because you're not black. Is that the thing?
Right.
Or is it, like you said, sometime here and there, certain people,
depending on who it is.
You know,
Yeah,
which
I
we
don't
just found out. I thought you didn't know Cardi B was.
Yeah, I didn't know her. Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna say this, man. The social media be tripping sometimes, and I don't want to spend too much time on this because I don't think she's doing a hell of a lot of work as far as prison reform, working with Trump and shit like
Amazing.
that. So I people need to just.
But
Tone it down a little bit
is it that they
sometimes.
just might not like the Kardashians, which I love the Kardashians.
It could be that. It could be a thing about them.
'cause when they did the
everybody feels
braids-
that they're. Well, that was kind of understood.
Right.
When she got attacked for the cornrows,
Right.
she was giving credit to Bo Derek.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the problem because that's not where it started
Right.
either. So it was almost like you trying to do something but don't even know where it came
Right,
from.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you got to just know your history before you say anything because you're going to get, you got to just,
And
you wearing plaid right now.
Right.
A golfer going to fuck you up. How dare you have on plaid?
A
no, that's
golfer.
real.
You should not wear that, and you do not play golf. Like what?
Oh no, that's more like what you got on, man? That's like
It's a lot going. I do
it's
the
like
weird
a
stuff.
It's like a
Like a flannel, like a plaid, but it's
a
cut
flannel.
off.
There you go.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's a flannel. But I'm just saying, plaid. They say golfers wear plaid.
Oh,
so if you're
okay, I
gonna
see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
associate a print with a general people, and then they can get mad if you wear it, and that's not what you
This
do.
kind of remind me like a lumberjack.
Facts, lumberjack
Okay.
farmer in the
So-
field
so
way
the
before.
lumberjack
Yeah,
So
yeah.
guy's
a
gonna be
lumberjack
like,
gonna
yeah,
come
hey,
for
man.
you. They gonna
Yeah.
with the axe. They gonna chop your head off.
Yeah,
That's a good point because I like all music for one, all cultures, everything. I really like alternative and stuff like that. Rock.
Okay.
Some of that transitions into my fashion. You know, with
I
the
like
leather
rock too,
jackets and the
man.
bandanas and stuff. You know, so am I culture appropriating
Right.
when I wear leather jackets and
Shout out
biker
to
stuff?
Death from Above, man.
What's that?
That's a rock band.
Okay, so what's,
But it's like if we do it for something else we like,
it's cool.
should we get dragged? I wasn't born a blonde.
You weren't?
Hold up, wait.
So should
Hold
I
up.
be dragged because I got this hat on?
I think hold on, because I think this topic is the way what you're saying right now kind of segues into what I wanted to get into with Desean Jackson from the Philadelphia Eagles and the comments that he had made about the Jewish community, and also referenced something from Hitler.
Oh,
I didn't hear that.
It's deep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, this is deep, man, and
What do you say?
well, he made a couple comments about I don't know verbatim what he
Right,
said.
paraphrase.
But it was some to the point where he is saying that black people are the true people of Israel, and somehow the Jewish community is convoluting it to make it where they're, I guess they're trying to dominate the world. The Jewish community do own a lot. They got a lot of revenue and a lot of things that goes on in the world. They got a lot of say-so on what goes on in the world, which
Right.
is true.
Yeah.
But just the way he came off, and here's the thing. Well, he made a statement, and he made an apology, and he doubled back on the apology. I mean, he came back and made another apology statement with a video.
Deshaun Jackson did?
Deshaun Jackson
What did
did.
he apologize for? I still haven't heard anything. Maybe I'm tripping. That was offensive or like. Maybe I
Well,
need to watch the clip.
basically telling the Jewish community that
Oh, okay.
you guys basically are, you guys are keeping black people at a certain place because you know that black people are the true children of Israel and not the Jewish community. He was saying it's basically to white Jews.
That's deep.
And yeah, that it was, yo, when I heard about it this morning, I was listening to First Take and I heard about the comments.
I like First Take.
That shit blew my mind.
So do you think it was worth apologizing for?
I think it was. I think it was worth
I
apologizing.
need to hear this.
I do too.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys.
Gotta do our
I
homework.
would really recommend that you guys take a look at that and hear what he got to say. Max Kellerman.
I like
he's
Max.
another co-host. He's a co-host on First Take. He's Jewish. Salute to Max Kellerman too, because he's one guy. No matter what color skin that he is, what race, ethnicity, he's always been in the fight with the oppressed people to do to be on the right side of history. He's always encouraged people to be on the right side of history. And he's Jewish, and I'm pretty sure he took that a certain way. He loves sports. I'm sure he has a certain love and respect for the black community as far as being a journalist, being around. I'm pretty sure most of his friends are black.
Right.
Close friends are black.
Got an interesting fact from Max. You want to hear it?
Go ahead.
He used to be a rapper.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Oh, I'm a Max Kellerman fan.
He used to be a rapper,
man,
bro.
so I support him, but
so he's all the way tied in.
Yeah.
I just wanted to touch on that because someone else, I think it was an executive that made a comment about it, saying that if this was someone else from a different race that made these type of comments about black people, I mean, it'd be like, my Lord, stop the presses. This is an issue.
Yeah.
So I agree with that, and I think it does need a little bit more spotlight on it because what he said, that's offensive, and I'm a black man. The only reason why I'm saying it's offensive for me,
you were offended?
I was offended by it because I know people that's in the Jewish community that stands by the black people that want to see right now. It's not even about being Jewish. It's about people that's being oppressed and people that's being that has been oppressed, because Jewish people have been, and the whole Hitler, the Holocaust, and all that. So that's what I'm for. I'm for the right side of history. So if there were Jewish people that was out there, especially my friends, I got some Jewish, not friends, but associates, people that's really good people. If they were offended, then fuck yeah, I was offended, because when we're out there screaming Black Lives Matter and something happened to black people, the Jewish people that's our allies, they are offended by black people being killed.
If that's who you stand with, if you friends with that, you should be offended with them. If
absolutely.
you stand with them,
right.
if you rock with them, if them your people, then don't disassociate yourself when the shit hit the fan.
I definitely got to hear it.
Yeah,
or see the clip.
And just to give people a heads up, what he said seemed kind of convoluted. Desean Jackson, when he was trying to explain, and it's just and then Steven Jackson, the former NBA player, superstar, or NBA champion.
Shout out Texas. Put out the Texas.
It's Texas boy, right? And he was like supporting him on that. And the thing, here's my big, and I know I'm taking a lot of time on this, but I think it's important that Steven Jackson, your friend was just killed by a police officer with his knee in the neck. And you and Stephen A pointed this out. You made it a point to make sure that we do not change the focus by you making a comment about this, about what Desean Jackson had to say, and backing him up is taking the light off of what we're trying to get accomplished as a black community. Right now, we're talking about the Jewish community, and that's not the issue right now. The issue right now is still equal justice for black people that's in this community. We cannot take the light off of that. We need to keep fighting that. And as long as I'm on this show on The Fix, I'm gonna always bring that shit up.
Right.
This is close to me. So I mean, if you got, I'm gonna get a floor to y'all. Let y'all say what y'all gotta say.
I mean, I want to see it.
That's a good point. I haven't heard it or seen it enough to speak on it, but
I do
it's something that made sense. What you said. We got to focus right now. We're making a lot of gain on it. We're making progress. We have a long way to go, but we are focused, and we need
to stay
equality.
On. Keep our eye on the prize.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
let's talk about something a little lighter.
Yeah, a little lighter. So
that got
we have to get heavy for a second.
I got a light one since we were speaking on 50.
Yeah.
You talking about T.I.? Oh,
the king. T.I. Shout out T.I. man, amazing artist.
T.I.
Tell the nigga we in the club and times the problem pop off, man.
What's up with this verses?
I don't know how it started, but I think 50 said something, and T.I. just seen the video. T.I. was like, "Yeah, bring all your hits and bring all your
okay."
Stuff
But even
and bring
before that one, it was a video outside. That's what I'm saying. I read headlines, but I didn't actually watch the whole 59 seconds of it.
Yeah.
But he was. It was like I've seen like multiple videos of T.I.
You trying to tell me you couldn't take 59 seconds out of your life to watch T.I.?
I'm sorry, because
headlines only.
Right, headlines only.
Listen to what she just said, but go ahead, continue.
I thought I saw multiple videos of him, like whether he's clowning or whatever, but like calling out 50, like, "What's up?"
You know why? Just random?
No, I don't. No. Who said what? Who started it?
I don't know. I know a lot of these guys.
It's friendly though, right? This is like
I'm hoping it's friendly.
Shits and giggles.
Like I told you on the last show, we do our own verses because these matchups that won't happen. You know what I'm saying? So we already did. Jeezy, my favorite rapper. I'm gonna say that every show, and I'm playing. we did Jeezy 50, right? I lost that one. I don't know if I should have or not. And then we did T.I. I had T.I. Rick Ross. I won the T.I. one. So now for T.I. and 50 to come together, I love 50. 50 got records. T.I. got some stuff.
T.I. said bring Dre and Eminem.
In the hell, nah, that's a lot of firepower.
I know one thing about T.I.'s album. Every time he drop an album, he got at least 2 or 3 hits on that.
More than that.
So it's like, yo, man,
bring them out.
And I know 50 got a Diamond album. He got them G Unit hits. He got them.
Massacre was dope too. Now
How to Rob, Ghetto Quran.
In my hood, supposed to die. Yeah, he got some. 50 got, but I don't think people realize T.I. got some stuff.
He was talking like y'all been what did T.I. say? I did hear this, a little snippet of it. He said y'all in the East Coast, New York, y'all been something for too long. Y'all on something down here.
He was calling for New York versus Atlanta. That's what T.I. was calling for.
That'd be a great battle.
He said bring that shit.
Y'all been playing us or bullied. Something he said, but now it's time to show the people what it is.
Well, you know, people always said that hip hop originated in New York, which it did.
Right.
Yeah. But there's not real rap in the. I'm from Texas, so there's not real rap in the South. And then Atlanta had the movement. Then Texas, we had our movement, and then I think Florida is considered Southern.
Of course.
But people always look at the South like it's not real rap. So T.I. we got some.
Like with me, like even my little subtitle, like I call myself the 80s baby, and people are like, why you didn't grow up in the 80s and all this? But it's like when I decided I wanted to rap because of Left Eye, shout out to Left Eye, I went back and studied
MC Light
80s music, but it was New York. Like I've even, people have said like, oh, you sound like you from New York, but that's like what I studied. I went back to the 80s to study.
I could hear it.
Music, to study music. So when you say like that's not real rap, what makes it not real rap? What was rap? To tell your story in a you know what I'm saying, in a form, to a beat, and a rhythm. So what makes it not rap? I'm not asking, but I'm just saying
the
for
lyricism,
them to say,
supposedly.
So they not talking, but they saying y'all not. They saying y'all not talking about shit, basically.
Yeah,
but everybody from New York ain't either. Everybody from LA, like.
Well, remember when
you got people from the South that's saying some shit.
For sure, but remember when we came out, it was beats. We had the trap beats, the club beats, stuff like that. And the East Coast wasn't really doing the club stuff. It was more lyrical stuff. So it was always lyrical. Like the South ain't really lyrical like that.
South had the chopped and screwed and shit.
Shout out to Texas,
man. That was a big movement with the chopped and screwed.
Man, rest in peace, DJ Screw. Rest in peace, Big Mo. Pimp C, man.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I got one.
What you got?
Go ahead.
Kanye for president, 2020.
I didn't know you was about to bring that up, man. How did I know he was about to bring that? Now, let's dive into that, because if Trump got away with it, goddamn it. And let me tell you something.
That's a good point.
Yo, Trump.
Good point.
Let me tell you something.
Wait a minute. Somebody made a very good point.
Trump been 10 toes down this new re-election, man. He is
somebody
not playing.
Made a very good point. I wish I could pull it up, but somebody put like they stats up. They put Trump's. Was it Biden or was it another guy? And then Kanye's. And it was like Trump had all these rape allegations. The other guy had like 89 rape allegations. Kanye had 0. So they were like,
I was like, what you mean comparing? Kanye ain't been president. Oh, that's funny.
Yay for president, man.
So people aren't going to like this, but I'm a fan of Kanye, man. And I know he's done some controversial things.
As an artist.
I'm going to talk about both. As a creative, for one, music, clothing, shoes. His shoes up there, covered it with the Jordans now, which is amazing. He's a billionaire now. As far as for president, you made an amazing point. If Trump could do it, why not Kanye? Now people do think this is a distraction. If we really start voting for Kanye, now Trump can probably get reelected because the black vote's going towards Kanye. You see what I'm saying? So it might be some type of scheme or some type of plan or something like that. But I'm a believer if you can do whatever you want and you dream big, so run for president, man.
He's anti-Trump. He's anti-Trump. Right. Well, he's against Trump now.
How do Trump feel about that?
And meanwhile, his wife is having meetings with prison reform with Trump. So whoa, what is that?
People gave Ye a lot of flack for meeting with Trump and sitting down with Trump initially, wearing the MAGA hat, which I'm not going to say was right or wrong, but I understand. All he was saying was like he's not going to be bullied into not doing something. right? People were like, you can't do this, you can't do that. He's like, no, I can do whatever I want to do. You know, and that's why he wore the hat. It's not because he supported white supremacy or supported.
Was that what it was?
Yeah,
the
it was like, you're not
message
gonna scare me into not wearing this hat. I wear what I want to wear.
But you
know what I'm
shouldn't
saying?
wear it.
You shouldn't want to wear it. True, that's true. But it was more
I
like
get it. Like I'm my own man.
Yeah,
I get that. But I'm not gonna make that point by
right,
wearing a Nazi.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That won't be how I make the point. I'm gonna just fucking say it. I do what I want. I'm a big girl.
There's a lot of stuff that can go real deeper. You know, you start talking about conspiracy and all that, but we're not gonna get into that today. But
he also announced he had the Rona.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he had corona?
Yeah, he said that he had it before. He had it back in February or something.
Look,
he spoke on the presidency and then the whole being like against Trump.
I think I had it in January.
All in the headline.
I think I had it in January.
Shit, I think I had it in December.
It was a meme going around. Wait, it was a meme going around and it said like black people. And they all like, I think I had the corona back then. But it was a meme like all black people like, I think I already had that in December or November. Remember when I was sick and
my cold was so bad I went to the ER. Like I was like pneumonia. Like so.
Cayenne pepper.
Yeah,
take your cayenne pepper every day. That shit knock out mucus like a motherfucker. Cayenne pepper. You don't have to take it straight. Take it in little capsules. Cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper, ginger, lemon, apple cider vinegar. My mom is not working currently right now because everybody at her job tested positive but her.
Wow.
Everybody at her job but her.
Where she work?
In the medical field.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's for like elderly, like like a home where you take off. Everybody tested positive but her, but she take all that shit. The ginger, but she been doing cayenne pepper way for years, so that she's just a healthy. I said, Mom, send me a list of all the shit you taking,
right?
Because that Rona probably passed through and was like, oh hell no, I'm out of here. Yeah. That shit flew right out of her, like
that's crazy.
Yeah, she the only one in her job that tested negative.
Switch it back. Let me double back to sports real quick. Y'all heard about that Patrick Mahomes? New contract.
Gosh, I did.
Yeah.
10 years,
yeah.
$450 million.
Well deserved too.
Guaranteed. 10 years.
Biggest contract in NFL history.
I think it's the biggest contract in
sports
American
history.
Sports history.
Facts. Because baseball get about 300 mil, 250.
Well, Mike Trout for the Los Angeles Angels last year signed a contract for 400. I think it was 440 some million.
Was
for
440
years.
Yeah.
And damn, man. So hey, look, let me tell you something about Pat Mahomes, man.
Wait, before you do, our quarterback still hasn't got his contract, and we got a week, but that's besides the point.
and it's another thing, because it's kind of linked to Dak's contract too. Because what it does, what he did for the Chiefs, he set himself up because he can play throughout this contract.
Yeah, he
can actually get up to $503 million at the end of this contract.
Get it all.
$500 million, that's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
A Billy.
For other guys like Deshaun Jackson, Deshaun Watson
from the Texans,
From the Texans. Yeah. You also got to look at Dak Prescott, who got to get paid, and I think it's another quarterback that's out there. Oh, Lamar Jackson.
Just extension though.
Extension, but I mean, let me say it, Lamar Jackson is electrifying. If this dude's getting 500, if he ends up playing this out,
Mahomes did get that Super Bowl though.
He got that bowl.
He got the championship.
And let me just talk about how the NFL is just black. It just bothered me how we talking about racial equality, and the NFL had a problem with Kaepernick in 2017. Your league is 72% black, and you guys got a problem with kneeling with it's
the irony in that.
I'm just saying, if any white person that got a problem with NFL players kneeling, I would tell the NFL players don't play. And guess what? People that got a problem with people kneeling, you won't have a game.
There would be no NFL.
I'm sorry. There won't be any game. What the fuck are you talking about?
They were missing the point of the kneeling. They're making it about the flag and shit. Like it wasn't about that. Let me get this off real quick because we only got something. Y'all are missing the fucking point. Yeah, it wasn't about the flag.
If 72% of the NFL was shot and killed by fucking police officers, you would not have an NFL.
Not at all.
Bottom line. The fuck are you talking about?
Talk that shit. Talk that shit.
I felt that.
Talk
Felt
that
that.
Think about what they're Jerry Jones, your owner.
Yeah.
You gotta say something,
He ain't
bro.
he ain't my owner, but
You gotta say something.
Hold on, I'll take this
He's
shot.
not my owner. I feel you. No, Jerry Jones has been silent. He has
He
not
can
spoken.
talk about anything
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
Cowboys is in the fucking headlines for anything.
Yeah.
Contracts. Des Bryant, Dak Prescott.
Right.
Defense, whatever it. You can't. This is a serious issue, man. This is a serious issue, and I just don't. That shit's rubbing me the wrong way, man. But
Yeah, I feel you.
I ain't want to dig too deep in that.
Oh,
I
you
had to get my
dug.
Yeah,
rant
you
out.
went deep, brother.
I
You didn't even dig. You just you went there.
To finish that thought, they are going to continue kneeling and stuff this year, so you will be seeing a lot more of that.
Subscribe, like, stay tuned. Thefixla.
This was fun. I'm looking forward to coming back next time. Next week?
Three-peat.
Three-peat.
Hit us with the three.
Let's keep it going. The Fix.
Fix.